Welcome to Women Leaders, Secrets to Success. Joining us from St. John's, Florida today is Raquel Geller. Raquel is one of the best agents in Jacksonville, and you can find her at 904DreamHomescom. Good morning, Raquel. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you so much for saying those things.
They are all true. Why don't you tell everybody about your work and what you do?
I am a real estate agent, psychologist, real estate consultant. So no, I'm a realtor here in Northeast Florida.
Well, and do you have a specialty, an area that you specialize in?
Well, right now, so I like to say I specialize in listings. My professional background is in sales and marketing. So, but I also, because my background is sales and marketing, I also know a great deal when I see one. So I also work with buyers.
Wonderful. And so how is the market today?
Well, it depends on who you ask. Right now, for sellers, it's burning hot, like 96 degrees in the shade. And for buyers, it's frigid. So all of us are really, really hoping that we want a temperate climate or a balanced market, which we don't have right now. So I'm hoping we start expanding. So just to give you an idea, Jessica, because this is really amazing, we have over 10,000 real estate agents, and I just checked the multiple listing service this morning, and we have just 2,300 residential listings, and that's in all of Northeast Florida. So that just gives you an idea of how tight inventory is right now. So if you're a seller, it's a great time to sell. If you're a buyer, hang on tight, and you got to have a really, really good dedicated agent and a lot of patience, and a person who can help you develop some strategy to get those homes.
So is that your specialty? How do you stand out above all the other realtors?
So I will say a great agent, a great realtor, whether it's me or anyone else, stands out because it's their profession. It's not their hobby. It's their profession, and it's their passion. So again, of the 10,000 agents that I mentioned earlier in all of Northeast Florida, of those, about the top 1,000 are doing 90% of the business. Wow. So, how I stand out and how the professionals stand out, this is our profession. We're constantly looking at the market. We're constantly gauging how we can position our sellers and our buyers in the most advantageous way. So how I stand out the market, I am constantly looking at the data that is changing moment by moment. We've got mortgage rates. We've got inflationary concerns right now, which is really, really evident in the new home construction market. We've got mortgage rate concerns based on that. So there's a lot of things going on. So how I differentiate myself in the market is I'm looking at all of those key factors as to how to best position my clients.
Wonderful. That's fantastic, and I can hear that resonating with clients and your clients. So let's move the conversation to success at large a little bit, because you're clearly a successful professional. So what do you think your key, aside from real estate, what are your personal attributes that make you so successful?
Well, thank you. I think my personal adaptability, flexibility, being willing to take some risks, having a positive attitude. I've never known anyone that is not successful who didn't have a great positive attitude and a sense of humor.
That's key. I appreciate that as well. What is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
The best piece of advice I've been given? Actually by my stepmom. And the best advice recently is the important decisions will make themselves.
Very good. I like that. Now, I know you have a son and a daughter. Do you find yourself giving them different pieces of advice as far as being successful in the world?
So I always give them different advice when it comes to romantic advice.
You can share that as well.
However, the advice, the theme is always the same. I guess when, of course, our children or anyone comes to you looking for advice, it's usually because they could be entering a situation with conflict. That's why they're looking for advice. So I'm always gearing my advice to them with their blind spots in mind, and how to tailor their approach based on their blind spots.
Okay.
They don't have that many.
Let the record show they do not have many blind spots. Okay, duly noted. So last question, what women do you admire in this world and why?
There's not one, actually. There's not one that I singularly admire. There's a couple of women that I admire for different things. I'll tell you today, it's very fluid. So today, I follow Monica Lewinsky's Twitter account, and what I love about her is she's brilliant, and she has an amazing sense of humor. And if you're old enough to know who Monica Lewinsky is, you really get a whole different appreciation of who she is as a woman and as a person, and knowing that a situation didn't define her.
Well, let's end on that. That's perfect answer. I appreciate that. Thank you for lending all your insights and thoughts today, Raquel. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jessica. I always love being on your show.
It's a pleasure to have you. If you'd like to learn more about Raquel and her amazing work, you can check out her website at 904DreamHome.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.